Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and welcome to the beginning of my coverage for the TU22 public test server for the Division 2. And I just have to start this off with a huge thank you. I did a long stream yesterday diving into all of the new stuff on the PTS from Seasons 2.0 to the new items we're going to look at today and more. And between the viewer turnout, the discussion that we were seeing happening, everything, it was an amazing time. So again, if you were there, thank you so much. Or if you want to check out the VOD of everything that we checked out, it's on my channel. But beginning this series of videos that I want to do diving into everything that we have coming, today we have to start with the Strega. This is a new exotic AR that is going to be coming to the game next season with Year 6 Season 2. It is assumedly going to be tied to the Season Pass. Now, you'll know if you watch my video that once I saw this thing in the patch notes, I knew what I was most hyped for in this upcoming batch of new items. And I'm happy to report that this thing did not disappoint. As you can probably tell by the gameplay that you've seen so far, this gun is insanely fun, it's easy to understand, and it's a very hard-hitting new assault rifle. And I just want you to keep in mind as we go through this video and as you see this footage, this build and this setup that I'm using is far from optimized. For example, I have like magazine size as my third attribute because you can't reconfigure these so far on the PTS. I'm missing my ideal specialization because I don't have that unlocked on my PTS character. I don't have any expertise on this gun. I intentionally weakened myself by using Striker, which was, as we all know, nerfed to the ground in this update. There might have been some sarcasm there. But anyway, my point is that the ceiling on this is far from hit. So when this is on your guys' main account in all of y'all's hands, it'll be even more lethal. But in this video, we're just going to be going over what exactly the Strega does. And as with all of these videos that I'm going to put out about the PTS based off of what you're seeing, be sure to leave your feedback for the developers. Do you think this looks good? Is it possibly too strong? That is a determination that you all need to make. And yeah, they're looking for feedback as this is the PTS. It's not the final build yet of the next update, so let them know. But let's get on over to the overview of the gun. Alright, so this is the Strega. I would do the general, inspect overview of the gun. Only problem is it blanks out when you do it, just a random bug on the PTS. But you can see from my character holding it, this thing looks pretty badass. I like the camo and more tactical look of it. It also has a really neat leaf effect when you swap weapons. Either when you put it on your backpack or you pull it out from there, it has these leaves and dust that drops down from it. Again, kind of a similar theme and vibe, so that's really cool. On the right side, you can see the flavor text is from Colonel Ridgway. It says this is no longer about prevention, it's about damage control. As far as the stats of the gun, I did just want to report that the base RPM of this thing is 700, so it seems like it might have been excluded from the overall buff that the FAL class, the high-end variants, got with this update. I know that was something people were wondering about, so again, yeah, as far as Phase 1, it has 700 RPM. The base magazine size is 40. I would say that is one of its drawbacks. It does have a smaller mag size, but of course you can bump that up if you use stuff like Brazos or whatever. But let's get down to the good stuff, starting with the talent. It's called Unnerve. Killing an enemy will apply a mark on every enemy within 20 meters of it. Multiple marks can be applied to the same enemy. Max number of marks that can be applied to an enemy is 5. Deal 15% amplified damage per mark to marked enemies. So yeah, that's a pretty insane talent. As you see some further gameplay, you'll notice that the little red hooded icon above enemies' heads, that is the indicator of how many marks of this they have. The bottom orange bar is the 1 through 5 marker, whereas the top part is the duration that's left on the on each target, right? But yeah, it's very simple. Killing enemies spreads it around and they can stack it multiple times. So if you're in any kind of a close quarter combat scenario, stuff like dark zone landmarks or control points or anywhere where enemies are generally within the same vicinity, you're going to be spreading this around a lot, and you're probably already theory crafting the kinds of builds you can make with that. As far as the stats, again, this is where it's held back a little bit, which is good. It needs drawbacks when you have a talent that strong, right? But it has 5% crit damage on the optic, 20 round mag, 10% weapon handling on the grip, and a 5% crit chance muzzle. If you're curious as to what build I am running in this gameplay, this is it right here. Again, this is far from perfect. This is just something I threw together for fun. But the point is, even with the limitations at hand, this is already a very, very strong option in the game. And like I said, I've been having so much fun running this so far in the PTS. It is easily, from all the balancing changes and the new stuff they're introducing, easily my standout item. And just kind of for comparison's sake, I use this with Striker as a baseline, but as people have already noted, I can easily see the shining with Negotiator's Dilemma, Hunter's Fury. I tested those things out a little bit, but again, I can't wait to really get into it when this hits the live servers. And you can be rest assured that once this is out, I'll be doing further testing and putting some builds out for all of you to see. But that's most of what I've got, folks. I'm going to leave you off with some further raw gameplay so you can see it in action for yourself. But I want to hear your thoughts and reactions to the new Strega exotic. What do you think about everything with it? The visual design, the talent, the performance and gameplay? And again, be sure to leave your feedback for the developers. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts right here in the comments, but if you want to head on over to the game's official Discord, that is the official spot to leave PTS feedback, so again, do that if you're so inclined. But yeah, that's all I've got for now, everybody. If you are not already, be sure to click that subscribe button. I've got plenty more PTS videos coming up, including a look at further balancing changes. We're going to dive into Seasons 2.0 and everything coming there. There's a lot on the way. You're not going to want to miss any of it. But that's all for now, folks, and until next time, RogueGold out.